Hello everyone. Today let's talk about how to use support vector machine to solve classification problem. Let's see the binary classification problem first. We have customers and we know their age and estimated salary. We also know some of them by our products and some of them are not. Now we can draw this data in this diagram. We want to have a classification boundary to classify them, and then in the future, if we have new data points, we know a customer that their age and salary, then we can predict if they will buy our products. At the beginning, we can use logistic regression, which we learned before, to solve this problem. We know that logistic regression is a linear boundary. So the classification boundary will look like the diagram in the picture. Using the linear boundary, we can see that there's many data are misclassified. Now let's talk about support vector machine. This SVM is used to classify two groups of data. Like shown in the picture, there are red circles and green circles. SVM algorithm is used to find the hyperplane. In this picture, this hyperplane is the dot straight line in the middle of the picture. That hyperplane will differentiate the two classes very well. Using these techniques, the support vectors are those dots nearest to the hyperplane. That's the algorithm. Now let's understand how does SVM works. In this picture, we want to classify circles and stars. There are three straight lines, A, B, and C. Do you know which line can segregate those two classes better? I think you can easily to answer this question, that line B is much better than line A and line C, because line A and line C, there are always circles or stars are classified at the two sides of that straight line. But for line B, there's one side are all stars and the other side are all circles. So line B will be the better answer to this problem. Now for this picture, for the red circles and blue stars, there are three straight lines, A and B and C. Which is better? The answer is C, because it maximizes the distance between the nearest data points. So that's what SVM does. But SVM is not only restrict to those classifications. For the picture like this, that the red circles are in the middle and at the outside are stars. SVM can also help us to classify it. But you know that we cannot draw the straight line on it to classify them. How can I make that a hyperplane? In SVM, it introduces kernel function. Kernel function means a similarity function which takes two inputs and split out how similarity they are. So in SVM, we use kernel function to make a kernel trick. That first, we transform the data into the higher dimensional feature space so that linear separation is possible. Now, for the data points like the left diagram, and we applying kernel function, and will turn into three-dimensional diagram. And then we can use the hyperplane to split those two groups of data. Now let's go back to our original problem. How we draw that boundaries using these skills. We know for the logistic regression, it's a linear boundary. It's shown in the left diagram. For the SVM, we can also use linear kernel, and so the picture is shown in the right diagram. We can see those two pictures, there's no big difference. We can both see many misclassifications. For the SVM, if we use RBF kernel, it will be different. It's shown in the right diagram in this picture. We can see that the boundary is not linear now. So for this data sample, it can classify those two classes better. I think you get the idea how SVM works. Thank you.